Hello. Holy cow. I'm trying not to make it too noisy. By definition, I'm a redneck, and I'm not unproud. Once in a while, I get in here and help you with the clothes. What?
I had to twist your arm.
Twist my arm? You weren't even in here. You didn't even have to ask. He's so full of it. He is so full of it. It's not going to be long. I'm going to have to start calling this Jerry Cam, as in geriatric. I am feeling very geriatric. I was so tired last night. But I think at least the beginning of the video on the book launch went well. No, I think it did. I had to edit it this morning, because who knows what would have been in it if I'd edited it last night. You might have seen some weird editing. Wearing one of my heart necklaces. I was watching June last night, her video. That gal down in Lawrence, Kansas. She was doing, her exercise was sitting down and dancing, in a seated position. I danced right along with her. I didn't make it nearly as long as she did, but it was fun. June, you're a lot of fun. Maybe thinks I maybe should turn on some music once in a while and sit here and go boom, boom. Oh, Mr. Joe, what you doing today? He's making us a breakfast type supper. He's making us a breakfast supper. We like that every once in a while. Eggs, waffles, and sausage links. Okay, here's the sausage links, if you don't believe me. Right there. Isn't he cute at the stove? Hello. Holy cow. I'm trying not to make it too noisy. Well, I launched. And tonight I did not lunch. I ate dinner, a lot of it. Or supper, whichever. We generally say supper. Somebody said that it's generally rednecks that say supper. It's like, I don't care, I'm a redneck. That's fine. My neck doesn't get very red, but by definition, I'm a redneck. And I'm not unproud of it. But you know what? Us hicks, for all of the goofiness people talk about, we just might be a redneck if we're intelligent. Oh. A lot of intelligent rednecks born here. What am I talking about? I'm tired. Still got the necklace. It's kind of fun teasing Joe while we were folding the clothes. I like to give him a hard time. It's how we communicate. He don't mind. As long as it's not meant in a mean way. And the 21st, we will be married 43 years. If you're not going to have a sense of humor, and if you're not going to just stick it out through the rough patches and the dull patches, well, you won't make it 43 years. It's called sticktuitiveness. That is actually what I remember the word from my childhood, at least. It's probably not in the dictionary, but sticktuitiveness. Didn't take anything for my back this afternoon. I did this morning. I took a half of a Soma tablet this morning because I didn't want to I didn't sleep very good the night before. Last night I slept. So it seems like once you sleep, you trigger that thing that says, oh, that's not quite enough. You need more. Of course, taking my meds, which there's like a handful of them, and a half of a Soma tablet instead of a full one. I woke up at noon after I launched the video on YouTube where we launched my book. Oh, and it feels so good. It feels so good. In the first installment, Booby Charlie B, there's a radio station in Lincoln that they took part of the first chapter and well, there was only two of them that were able to get together and kind of read it out as like it was a radio play type of thing. They took turns narrating and saying, reading the dialogue. Oh, it sounded good. The guy that did the show, him and his wife adopted children, I believe. And I think two of them were part Hispanic. And they got a lot of flack, I guess. And so he kind of, he really got into the aspect of the biracial sensitivity, I guess. But darn show's gone now. It just, I don't know. It wasn't my fault. It just, they didn't get the funding they needed to continue that program. So I guess not enough people were listening, or at least not supporting. So, but if you have a radio station that is promoting local authors and art, of any kind, please support them. Put out a good word for them. And if it's like publicly, if they need public donation, if you can, and if you haven't already spread yourself too thin, then send them $1 or $2. I didn't take anything for my back. Did I tell you that? A nurse told me one time, she's like, Linda, that can't all be because of your weight. It has to be something else. Well, I'm getting up there in years. So I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of arthritis developing. My mother had it in her back and her hands, and she was pretty well stooped a lot by the time, before they put her in the nursing home for her Alzheimer's. She was getting pretty well stooped over. Same height as me, but I was a head taller when we walked side by side. So, we'll see what happens. I remember being taught, she was very big on teaching us posture when we were growing up. And we had home economics and health classes. They still do have health, I guess, to a degree. But we had home economics, health, gym class of physical education, and we learned how to live, how to take care of ourselves. It was life skills. I mean, home economics teaches you things like that, but somehow, well, we taught our kids, and they had some of that in school, but we tried to teach them how to be economical. And